Welcome back to our city. I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Donald Johnson, who's a supervisor in our office on youth. Donald, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you, Nate.
Well, so first, tell me a little bit about yourself, Donald, because I always get a kick at telling people about you. So.
Well, I've been to 70 different countries. I've traveled with the Harlem Globetrotters for about 6 years, played professional basketball in Italy as well for 2 years as well. Graduated from Elizabeth High School, went to college at Franklin Pierce, got my degree in marketing and computer science.
So tell me about the gig with the Harlem Globetrotters.
That was awesome. Got to play basketball and see a lot of different countries, meet new people, meet some famous people all across the world.
So when I saw your son on Sunday a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
I said to him, did you ever watch any of your dad's film? And he said no, but you said you took him to some games, right?
Yeah, ever since he was a kid, I was taking him to about almost 8 years old. And he didn't remember at all. And then last year in 2015, we went to one of the games because a couple of my friends still play. And I was going over the skit with him, and he was amazed, like, wow, what are you doing? How you know that? And I was like, well, I played. And then I showed him the pictures as well from when I traveled on the tour, and I had him at some of the games.
Yeah, so I said to him, do you remember your dad? He said, no, I don't remember. I don't remember him playing at all.
Yeah.
You have to refresh that memory, right?
Definitely.
There's got to be some films of it, right?
Yeah, it should be, but I'm still looking for him as well. Remember, technology was different back in the day.
That's true.
I had the disposable cameras, so every time I went on a tour, I came back, went to Walmart or Walgreens, and got the film developed off of the little $5 cameras that they had at the time. So.
Not like now when everything's on YouTube.
Everything's on YouTube, your phone, any access.
So, Donald, tell us, what is Get Fit for All Ages?
Well, Get Fit Day started around, we had it for into our third year. It's behind our First Lady's initiative, Michelle Obama, Let's Move. And we're going to read a little passage about what she came up with and how we came about that. Over the past 3 decades, childhood obesity rates in America have tripled. And today, nearly 1 in 3 children in America are overweight or obese. The numbers are even higher in the African American and Hispanic communities, where nearly 40% of the children are overweight or obese. If we don't solve this problem, one third of all children born in 2000 or later will suffer from diabetes at the point in their lives many others face with chronic obesity-related health problems like heart disease, high blood pressure, cancer, and asthma. So, as us city officials, parents, local governments, schools, healthcare professionals, faith-based and community-based organizations, private sectors, we all took on a role to reducing childhood obesity, and that's what we brought to the city of Elizabeth for throwing into our third year now.
Enjoy working with this program?
I love it.
So some of the activities scheduled that day, what are we going to do?
We're going to have our former Red Bulls player that's actually going to come and do coordinated soccer clinics and games. The YMCA Planet Fitness and Club Metro is actually going to come by and do exercises and healthy living. United Youth New Jersey is going to provide an exercise demonstration and a musical performance as well. And the American Dance Duty Services will perform a dance routine, and the Golden Girls and the Guy Steppers from our senior department is going to come out and perform as well. So we have every single age group that's going to knock it out during that day.
So Donald, the children, they need to sign a waiver or anything to participate in this?
No, there's no waiver that needs to be signed this year.
They just show up?
They just show up.
There was a waiver last year, right?
Last year, because we had the Red Bulls that was participating, and they required a waiver during the time, but this year they're not participating, so they don't need a waiver.
But they're going to get the same kind of
They're going to get the same
fun.
Full effect and fun and all activities and a good time. And they're going to stay healthy.
Yeah, we're all going to stay healthy, right? How about some of the sponsors?
So some of the sponsors we have this year is Total Specialties USA, Planet Fitness, Atalanta, Whole Foods, Liberty Water, Wake Fern, Rankin Deli, and Dunkin' Donuts as well.
Rankin Deli, okay.
Yeah, you like that?
I like the Rankin Deli,
Okay.
yeah. I don't get there as much as I should, but I like it.
Okay.
Tell us about the vendors and what activities they're going to provide.
We have a lot of vendors coming out this year. The Elizabeth Packers, the Fire Department, the Elizabeth Police Department, Urban League, Elizabeth Parent Support Group, Healthcare Training Initiative, the Office of Agents, the Office of Youth, the Portuguese Club, the Promised Land Global Kids. We have their big kangaroo as well that's probably stopped by. The Special Olympics, WellCare, Whole Foods, Planet Fitness, and Trinitas Medical Center, along with PNC Bank and the YMCA. It's a lot of vendors that's coming out.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, last year was quite well attended.
We had about 15 vendors that attended as well. And
Probably
we had about 600 people
600,
that came.
700 people, sure.
Yeah.
Invited guests?
Yes, we have a list of special guests. Giovanna D. from the Emmy Award-winning journalist, who is the anchor and producer of Verizon Fios One, a business show, Money in Main Street. I'm not sure if you heard about her. You know about her?
I do.
Yeah, okay, good. Miss Middlesex County and Miss Union County is coming as well. Singer Trisha Pope will sing the national anthem. Then Annette Keano, Assemblywoman of the 20th District. Jamel Holly, Assemblyman of the 20th District. Patricia Perkins Augustine, Council President, and Carlos Torres, First Ward Council.
That's good. So, Donald, what role are you going to play that day? Jack of all trades? Or do you
Jack, I'm everywhere. I got a million hats that day, from setting up to making sure everything's running smooth, having the volunteers in check, and making sure the kids and the parents are having a great time that day.
Yeah, and a lot of it's up to themselves, too, because there'll be enough to do, right?
Yes, there's a whole lot to do for everyone, for all the ages.
Any cost of admission?
No, it's free for everyone.
Okay, and tell our viewers when and where this is going to be held.
This is going to be Saturday, May 14th at the Todd Bowles Water Sports Complex, 185 Front Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Now, you were there for the Todd Bowles naming a couple of weeks ago. What you think?
I thought it was awesome. It was a great day. The weather actually came out. The sun came out nicely. So I know it was raining earlier that day, but we had a lot of attendance. We had a lot of activities for a lot of the kids and the parents as well. Just the whole aspect of me growing up in Elizabeth, him growing up in Elizabeth, and growing up in that community, to see everybody come out and show their love and support was an awesome day.
What do you think of Todd Bowles' comments when he talked about what it was when he grew up and what it looked like now?
Oh, it was interesting. Just how much we've grown and the great job you're doing as well.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with you. It started you at the top, and just the whole scenery and the things that we have down in that community, as far as the landscape, the buildings that we have now. Because I actually grew up in the Pioneer Homes that was there years ago. So the condos
Where'd
that we
you
have
grow
in Pioneer Homes.
Because Todd Bowles grew up in 2nd and Pine.
Yeah, I grew up around 1st and Mag.
So Todd Bowles mentioned something called the First Court. I didn't. That was.
That was in the Pioneer Homes.
That was in the Pioneer. That was a specific area, in other words, right? And the guys in the first court would play hoops or football against somebody else.
Yeah, we used to do it against each court. It was 6 courts actually in the Pioneer Homes on that time.
Okay. So people identified themselves by court?
Yeah.
If they lived in Pioneer Homes? First courts? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Cool. And registration for this OIS summer programs?
Summer programs are going to start July 5th, which is a Tuesday. We'll run all the way to August 26th. We have 3 programs as well. The SOAR program, which we're going into our 20th year, which stands for Special Opportunities for Achievement and Reawakening. That's going to be located at 501 Union Avenue at School 23. We have our Safe Haven program, which is located at 161-163. That's going into their 10th year. And our newly program, which is Building Future Leaders, is our high school program. Ages 14 to 18, which is at 135 Madison Avenue at the YMCA.
That's the toughest age group to reach, though, isn't it? The 14, 18?
Yeah, it's definitely different. These kids nowadays, the way they're growing up, with all the social media, the bullying, all the life factors that they have to increase, that they are partaking in at an early age, where we didn't go through that as
We
much.
didn't have to worry.
Yeah.
But still, 14, 18, 19, that's a tough age.
Yeah, definitely is.
And especially to have programs that tailor-made to fit them. Yeah. How's the attendance of 17, 18? You know, we create this program, so we get a lot of kids.
We're doing good in that program. The space only holds about 100 kids, so we're missing out on a lot of the targets throughout the city. But on the attendance we got enrolled, we have about 70 kids right about now throughout the school year. And it increases during the summertime as well.
You said the summer program the Office on Youth runs is from what date? July what?
July 5th to August 26th.
And it's in different camps and playgrounds throughout the city?
Yes, one at SOAR, one at Safe Haven, and one at BFL.
And we have staff that monitors and works with these kids all summer.
We have about 100 staff that probably works with them.
The age range 14, 18, can you be a little older, a little younger, or that's it, 14, 18?
Well, as long as you're in high school during that time. Starting at the younger groups is from 6 through 14, and then the high school program is 14 to 18.
Okay. Some of the activities they'll do?
Oh, we have a lot. We do summer enrichment. We do reading, writing, arts and craft. We try to they have a full year of stuff that they do at the school, so we try to make it a little bit more easier. We take them on trips to Six Flags, Dorney Park, Mountain Creek, and just have them getting outside of the city as well.
Any sleepaway camps this year?
Yes, we do. Each camp, SOAR and Safe Haven, they're taking the kids for about a week to the camp, and then also the BFL program is taking the kids for a weekend retreat for about 4 days. So kids get to get out of the city and experience real live camping, living in a tent, pretty much in a sleeping bag. I go up for a day. I got a work schedule, so I get to get a day up there.
Yeah, you're done living in tents, right, Donald? Tell us about Code Youth before we break.
Our Code Youth is actually our old curfew program. It's every Friday and Saturday night starting July 8th all the way to September 23rd. And what we do is instead of the kids being outside late hours, which we have our city curfew, which they have to be inside by 10, they can come join our program and be there from 6 o'clock to about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we provide transportation for them to get home safely.
And that works out pretty well.
It works out great. We have 2 centers that we do it at the Miller Evers Logans and Fred Erxleben. And we have about 100 to 150 kids.
And if there's any kids hanging on the street, we can bring them there at the police as opposed to arresting them and incarcerating them in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
Or giving them a summons.
And the parents actually get a summons if they do it on the second time.
The parents
first
get a
time.
summons.
Yeah. So the first time when the cops actually bring them in, they get a chance to join the program, and their parents get notified that the day that their kids have to get picked up that day. But after that, we give them the application and the enrollment process to try to get them in there.
Right. So anybody wants to be part of the summer programs, who do they call?
Oh, they call me at 908-820-4051.
Donald, thanks for taking the time to join us on the show. Cool. Look forward to working with you to make sure these summer programs are a success.
All righty.
For Mr. Donald Johnson, I want to thank him for all the work he does on Get Fit for the Ages Day and the Lead Day group that was here earlier, Officer Ina Silver, Officer Jennifer Perez, and Miss Andrea Topping. Thank you, and we'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.
We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kane University.